everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of wide receivers who certainly want to be targeted throughout the game. It's Garcon's 49ers going up against Fitzgerald's Cardinals. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, this Arizona crowd was on its feet. The defensive starters, led by perennial All-Pro Patrick Peterson, were introduced. Now they've got a tough one on their hands as they'll square off with the San Francisco 49ers. And we say hi again, one and all. Brandon Gaudin here as we count you down to kickoff. And I turn to my partner, that's Charles Davis. And Charles, I know even a former defensive back like you can admire some of the receivers in the game today. And Larry showed us a couple that are very likely to stand out in this one.
Yeah, and it's hard for me to admit that I actually admire receivers. But with their acrobatics, with their speed, with their moxie, and the way they go up and get the football, they can change the outcome of a game in an instant.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their veteran quarterback, the former USC Trojan, Carson Palmer.
He'll turn 38 in December, and there was some discussion in the offseason about him possibly contemplating retirement. Elected to come back, though. His big right arm, exactly what they want in Arizona. They love to play the downfield game, throwing it to their big-time receivers.
This is Kerwin Williams, his first carry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. It's caught left side by John Brown. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Williams. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the gun, it's Palmer. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Andy Lee, 3-time All-Pro, on to punt. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Brian Hoyer brings out the San Francisco 49ers, and last week against the Rams, they had 5 touchdowns, this offensive unit. 49ers had no touchdowns the first 2 weeks of the season.
Yeah, how about how Brian stepped up his game, because he's 22 of 37 throwing it, 332 yards, 2 touchdowns. Now, his interception that he threw, the first pass of the evening, bounced back in a big way and almost brought the 49ers all the way back.
They go play action here on first down. It's George Kittle, the rookie tight end with it. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards.
General consensus that Brian Hoyer was acquired by San Francisco to be a one-year solution at quarterback. I know Brian. He looks at it as a long-term solution.
He wants to complete passes like that and say, I'm no stopgap. I'm here to stay, right? First carry for Carlos Hyde. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Out come the 49ers. And, Charles, want to revisit Week 3. You mentioned Brian Hoyer had a good game, over 300 yards passing. Well, the man that was the biggest recipient of that was Pierre Garçon. He had 142 yards, 7 receptions.
They brought him into San Francisco from Washington because he knew Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan had been the offensive coordinator in Washington. Pierre played for him. They also brought him in because his hands are unbelievable. He's had 1 drop in the last season plus, and the catches he made against the Rams, some of them were stupendous.
Here's Hyde. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. And here is the Cardinal defense.
With the Cardinals, you get a package of pressure, and that's on any down, any distance. They always want more people near the line of scrimmage, more people attacking the quarterback. And then back behind that, they have a lot of different looks in their secondary, and they can't wait to get Tyrann Mathieu back on the field full-time. He's their wild card because they can play him at safety or at corner.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Trent Taylor, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Hoyer. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it'll bring up third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Hoyer. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to go backward. They get it behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. To throw is Palmer. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They start the drive with Hyde. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd down following the run. Now Hoyer. There's the first catch as a 49er for Marquise Goodwin. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll go play action with Hyde. Now it's Hoyer. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Carlos Hyde was the target. And it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
Let's go. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. The 20. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First down, a run with Hyde. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Back to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Trent Taylor there. And it's 3rd and short.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Green, 39.
He'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
All right, here we go.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line now. Now Hyde. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. They try again with Hyde. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now Gold for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They begin the drive with Williams. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defensive starters now for San Francisco, a unit that played really well in weeks 1 and 2, but got lit up a bit in week 3.
I think when they prepared for Seattle, they did it the proper way. They knew if they shut down the running game, it was going to be tough for Seattle to score because they don't have the same weapons out wide. And they did a pretty good job overall holding them down, even though they lost the game. The Rams a little bit different. They can spread the field and throw it to a number of targets, and that gave the 49ers defense a little bit more of a problem.
And the result, 41 points. throw on second down. It's complete to Jerron Brown. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Play action. Now Palmer. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Let's take a look at Brian Hoyer now as he heads back out there. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. They've got the lead. Don't forget, though, about the protection he's had. The protection's been good.
And I'll guarantee you he hasn't forgotten about it at all, because that's keeping him clean in the pocket, allowing him to step into throws and make those deep passes come true. I mean, it's just been beautiful for him to do. But guess what? In the huddle, on the sidelines, guaranteed he's thanking those big guys up front for keeping him safe. I have a feeling he may even buy dinner.
Indeed, entertaining to relive some of those deep balls. A play fake to Hyde. Now it's Hoyer. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Fresh set of downs here. They'll set up to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is knocked down from the side. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
In today's NFL, it might have surprised some people, but San Francisco was really, really hot to pick up Kyle Juszczyk from Baltimore, and they acquired him. Why? He can do everything. Block it? Yeah, of course he can. But he can catch the ball well out of the backfield, too.
Led all fullbacks in receptions the last 2 years and played in his first Pro Bowl a season ago. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
The penalty. It's Hyde. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. 14-0 is our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they're on the move as they face a second down here. They run it again with Hyde. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On play action, they'll throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
A 10th carry for Hyde. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. The Niners on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin from 4 yards out. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And it is now 21-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Here's Britton Golden now on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now Palmer on first down. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, 75 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dayon Buchanan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
This Cardinals pass rush in 2016 got home 48 times. That's a pretty good number.
A very good number. Led the league. Is it just because the dudes that they had, or the scheme, or both, or what?
It's always the dudes first, but their scheme, attacking, pressure, they'll continue to pile up the sacks.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 22. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Hoyer going to hand it off to Hyde. Spinning past him. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think we saw some of the best qualities of Carlos Hyde on that run. Able to pick up something there, being physical running the football. But I think he's got really good vision and great feet. He's going to be the key to this offense really being revitalized.
They run again with Hyde on first. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now a run with Hyde. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Marcus Golden able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3.
He may not be a household name, but Marcus Golden plays with such passion, such fury, and some pretty good pass rush moves at 12.5 sacks in 2016.
Tied for third in the NFL, former second-round pick out of Missouri.
Yeah, that's turned into a little bit of a pass rushing factory, isn't it? Got a lot of guys who can get there from Mizzou.
The Niners on third down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On second down, Hyde. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
I thought it was a big deal when Arizona acquired Chandler Jones before the 2016 season. Some people call it a boom or bust trade. Which Chandler Jones would you get? I think the Cardinals like what they saw in 2016.
After 4 years with New England, really settling in as a Cardinal.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Hoyer. And it's caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Logan Paulson from 3 yards out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now it's Palmer. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Getting set to go again. Here's Carson Palmer heading back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, like I said, he's looked pretty good to this point. Now a play fake here on first down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
The toss play. This is high. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
Now Hoyer. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. The Niners on 3rd down. How about this stat? A perfect 9 for 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go now.
Here's Hoyer. Looking for Garcon. He's got him. Touchdown 49ers. Pierre Garcon. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Now Gold for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again. Here's Carson Palmer heading back onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say, I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. That'll bring up 2nd down. So, partner, I got to get your thoughts while we have a second on the end of that Falcons-Lions game. People were shocked that that Golden Tate touchdown was called a touchdown, was overturned. Were you surprised?
I was surprised because normally they stick with the original call unless they find what they call indisputable visual evidence, and they felt like they did. They thought Tate's knee was down before the ball broke the goal line. I think they were right about that, but the killer was there was still time left on the clock, so Detroit thought they were going to get another opportunity. But because of what had happened there, the rules said there had to be a 10-second runoff, which left no time on the clock. And you know who felt the worst about making that announcement? The referee.
Yeah.
They never want to be the ones that feel like they actually decided a game, but by rule they had to do it, and that ended it without Detroit getting their last shot.
Just brutal for the folks in Motown. And he's got Gresham. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. He's had it ever since he entered campus there and still has it today.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Another part of this Cardinal rotation. This is Chris Johnson. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a fairly solid idea about which team will be featured prominently in those highlights.
Might be a little biased. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's Andy Lee now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Hey, partner, let me take you league-wide for a second. Surprised right now that we only have 2 3-0 teams remaining, Atlanta and Kansas City?
After last week's games, yes, because a number of them came in with great momentum, and you thought that that would continue. I thought Tampa Bay would win at Minnesota and continue to be undefeated. You know, I thought that Oakland had a great chance to be undefeated after playing at Washington. But this league, Parity is the word, and each and every week you better be ready to play. But with Atlanta and Kansas City, I thought Atlanta, they shook off the demons of that Super Bowl slump right there in the first game against Chicago when they won a close one, and they've elevated since then. In Kansas City, they continue to be red hot. The last couple of seasons, they've been hard to beat.
Hoyer to Goodwin, and the Niners have a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Hey, you know, switching gears for a second, we were talking before the broadcast about the 0-3 teams who might have the best chance to turn their season around right now. You got the Bengals, Browns, Chargers, Giants, and 49ers. Who do you think out of that group?
I'm going to go with the New York Giants. They play in a very tough division, as we well know, but the way the offense came alive in the fourth quarter against Philadelphia, if that continues to ascend, they have an excellent defense, supreme confidence, because remember, they went to the playoffs last season.
Right.
They think they can get back there with a quarterback who's done it at a big-time level before, in Eli Manning. So I would pick the Giants #1 to turn things around, but I'd keep an eye on the San Francisco 49ers. To me, that they are a team that's going to continue to improve throughout the year. The record at the end might not show it, but they're going to be awfully good down the road.
Draw play as Hoyer gives to Hyde. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They always say when you have your health, you have everything. And Tyrann Mathieu back on the field, full strength. Great sight to see.
How helpful is that for the secondary of Arizona?
Beyond helpful, because they can match him up in so many different ways. Outside corner, inside of the nickel slot, safety position, both strong and free. His versatility drives them in the secondary.
And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. The Cardinals have really struggled out of the gate here. The 49ers have done a good job taking control of this game, and the scoreboard shows as much. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Now 1st and 10, broken coverage here on the pass play. And he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 38-yard line. Same drive, Hoyer's gonna find his mark, and it leads to a touchdown as they get out to a 7-0 lead. 49ers on offense, first quarter winding down. Hoyer's on point with the throw, and this play goes for a score. Down early in the second quarter as they move out in front, 14-0. Brian Hoyer on target with Marquise Goodwin. And he capped off the 8-play drive with a touchdown as they go up here at 21-0. 1st and 10. Fitzgerald's got nobody around him on the catch, and he'll take this all the way for a touchdown. Cardinals down by 14. third down from inside the 10. Paulson's by himself here, and it ends up working for a touchdown. The lead grows to 21. Cardinals have it midway through the second. Palmer's under pressure, will throw the pick. Robinson's happy to come away with the pick, ending the drive. Now following the interception, it's Brian Hoyer with the connection to Pierre Garçon. And this will go for a touch. 49ers with a commanding lead. 49ers now late in the second. Hoyer's got the completion here, and he ends up at the 39-yard line before he stopped on the play. And with that, we'll wrap up our halftime report. Head back out now to University of Phoenix Stadium for the start of the second half.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, we got to make a big pivot because we got a second. We said we wanted to get this in to talk about Kareem Hunt and what he has done, Charles. From off the radar to almost 9 yards per carry, he's been sensational.
Maybe he should change his uniform number from 27 to 1 for all the firsts that he's putting up here as a rookie year. All right, first rookie since Matt Forte of the Bears in 2003 to go over the century mark in all-purpose yards in his first 3 games, each game. 183 yards from scrimmage, including a touchdown in his last ball game against the Chargers, and he's the first rookie with a 50-plus yard touchdown in each of his first 3 games. What a start for Kareem Hunt.
And all the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Niners on third down. They amazingly have not seen a fourth down yet. They've converted every time. This is 3rd and 9. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Frosty Rocker in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Here's Bradley Pena now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is taken at the 23. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. His throw incomplete. Okay, let's get a shout-out real quick in here while we got a second. Jake Elliott, rookie, Memphis, 61-yard field goal to lift the Eagles to victory. Man, that was impressive.
How about that? Only his second game with the Eagles. He had been drafted by Cincinnati and was actually on their practice squad. Caleb Sturgis gets hurt for the Eagles. They take Elliott off the practice squad late in the week, right before the week 2 game at Kansas City. He shows up, and I asked the special teams coach, I said, well, what do you tell him? What do you talk to him? He said, I don't do anything. I just stay out of the way, let him kick and ascertain from there. Looks like that strategy paid off really well for the Eagles with that 61-yard game winner in week 3.
Meanwhile, all the Giants fans just turned off their gaming systems. On 3rd down, Palmer. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Andy Lee now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. Green 39.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Well, that play gives us a quick breather here. I want to look ahead to week 4 of the NFL season. Carolina at New England. I'm curious if the Panthers can break out of a little funk they're in.
A little bit of a clunker at home against New Orleans. Many thought they would win that one. They're trying to get Cam Newton going. And, of course, he's got to go take on Tom Terrific in the New England Patriots right there in their home turf. How about Detroit at Minnesota? Big NFC North battle. Both teams 2-1 in the early going. That seems to be an excellent matchup. And flipping over to the AFC. Tennessee at Houston, a monster AFC South game here in the early going.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Back to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. This is brought in at the 21. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again. Here's Carson Palmer heading back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On 2nd down, Williams. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Palmer. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The 2 old workhorses, Palmer and Fitzgerald, connecting there for a Cardinal first.
I know one adage that actually held up last year. Age is just a number. And I'm talking about Larry Fitzgerald. 33 years old, led the NFL in receptions with 107.
3rd oldest guy to lead the NFL in receptions. 2 guys did it at age 34, Jerry Rice and MacArthur Lane.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They go play action with Palmer. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Eli Harold coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Palmer gets him set. 3rd and long for the Cardinals after the sack. Now Palmer to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. DeForest Buckner. He's the one to get in this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Andy Lee now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Taken in at the 22. Well, nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes Brian Hoyer in the offense to take over. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
It's been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
But it was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Double tight, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
Let's go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
Set. Green 39. Green.
They'll set up a throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Set. Blue landing. Blue landing.
They'll go play action with Hyde. Now it's Hoyer. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Tight ends on the loose. Tight ends on the loose. Tight ends on the loose.
Here we go now. Green.
Another tote for the afternoon workhorse. It's Hyde. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
They'll look to throw here. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Frosty Rocker in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him and keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now Palmer down around his goal line. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. This is taken at about the 14. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Try to fire up the running game with Hyde. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit. Even though I'm not rooting for either team, that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
He'll drop to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyvon Branch. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Getting set to go again. We'll get a peek at Larry Fitzgerald as he heads back out there now. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
So after the interception, here's Palmer. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 32 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 3rd down.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now on 4th down, Bruce Arians will send out his field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll make a small dent in that big deficit as it's down to 27. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
Now after the made field goal, here's Dawson back out now to send this one away on the kickoff. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Brian Hoyer and his 49ers heading back out there. He's been great. Look down at the stat monitor here a moment ago. He's already over 300 yards in the 3rd quarter.
And you get the sense there are plenty more yards to come. He's been sharp right from the beginning, finding the open targets, knows exactly where he wants to go with the football, and is delivering it really well.
And now he is in search of more yardage on this drive. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Again, it's Hyde. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
They're going to look to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Spinning away. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. And our focus now moves on to Larry Fitzgerald. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So it'll be first down here after the run. Now Palmer. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Palmer. Over the middle here to Brown. Good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So we've got a 2nd and 5.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
From the gun, Palmer. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Palmer. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Extra point try now for Dawson. And the lead is down to 20. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second down now after the incompletion. They run high. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here's high. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
They'll give to Hyde. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, 49ers. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Gold to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Watch 84! Watch 84! He's going!
Now Palmer on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Navarro Bowman in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On second down, here's Palmer. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. You call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
First down, it's Palmer. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The rookie from Stanford, Solomon Thomas. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. Over the middle, Jerron Brown's got it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Palmer. Now he's going to go deep down the left. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a big 32-yard play on third. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Palmer. And he's got the rookie out of Grambling, Chad Williams. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Throwing now, Palmer on 1st down. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Second and 10. It's Palmer again. Wide open receiver complete. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in.
False start, offense.
So that'll back them up 5.
Still 1st down.
First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Williams. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first? This
is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Josh Morrow in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now high. Oh, what a move. Room here to run. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
2nd down following the run. Handoff comes to Hyde. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He needed 9. He got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.